Welcome to the course Environmental Studies. In this course, we are going to cover natural resources. I'm Dr. N. Saranya, Associate Professor and Head Department of Biotechnology. Natural resources. So natural resources are the material or the substance that can occur naturally and can be utilized for economical benefit. We have forest, water, mineral, food and land resources. There are two types of resources like renewable resources and non-renewable resources. This can be used as a source of depletion and sustainable use. This is form of foundation for all the life from human development. In this unit, we explore the different types of the resources and their importance and their needs for their sustainable use. So here we can see different types of natural resources. Natural resources. Now we can see the types of natural resources. Natural resources are broadly classified into renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable sources such as light, wind and forest are replenished by natural process and can be used indefinitely if managed well. So the examples are given here. Non-renewable resources, which includes coal and petroleum minerals, are available in limited quantities and it takes millions of years to form. So over extraction leads to exhaustion. So another classification of these belongs to like biotic and non-biotic resources. So which can be classified like living organism like forest and animals, and abiotic, which is known as an non-living like water, air and minerals. So these are the different types of natural resources which is essential for survival and development. So how these natural resources are important for life? So these are critical for life and development. So they provide an essential elements like food, water, air and raw materials. Economically, the fuel industries, agriculture and energy production. Ecologically, they can maintain the earth systems like forest, which acts as an carbon sinks, and water cycles which sustain in life, and biodiversity supports for ecosystem services. They can also hold cultural, aesthetic and recreational values which contribute to the well-being and identity of human society. The next resource is forest resource. We all know forest covers nearly of 31% of Earth's land. So it is a vital ecosystem and covers nearly 4 billion hectares of Earth's land. So they regulate local and global climate by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing the oxygen. They also influences the water cycle by transpiration and cloud formation. The forest also provide the soil erosion, reduce the food and floods, and serve as an habitat for diverse flora and fauna. So globally, the forests support the livelihood of over 1.6 billions of the people. Next, we are going to see about water resources. So the major use of water is renewable, but it is a finite source of all natural resources. It is essential for life. It's used for like cooking, sanitation, agriculture, energy production and industry. The agriculture plays a vital role for irrigation purpose and it is a large user sector which is accounting over 70% of freshwater withdrawal globally. So the industrial use for the processing, cooling and cleaning purposes. The agriculture area depends upon only for the water for domestic use, while the wetland and river supports rich in biodiversity and ecosystem services. So these are the major uses of water and we'll be studying in detail about each of the resources and upcoming slides. Mineral resources. This is the next resource of natural and it is a naturally occurring inorganic solids which is a finite composition of metallic and non-metallic ions like the categorized as a metallic iron, copper and aluminum. Non-metallic ions like mica, limestone, gypsums and energy minerals like coal, oil and uranium. These are the fundamental to the construction, electronics, manufacturing and energy production. However, the mining leads to the habitat of destruction, pollution and depletion, so which requires and responsible for extraction and reclamation efforts. Yes. The next resources you all know as food resource. It's like food chain which is illustrated and energy which is transformed from one form to the another form, like the producers to the herbivores and carnivores. A food web is more complex network which shows interconnection between various food chains, and these systems which demonstrate how energy and nutrient cycles throughout the ecosystem. So the disturbance is one part of this change which affect the entire system. So which highlights the importance of conserving biodiversity. So which play food resource which plays a vital role in all resource of nature. Yes, here it is energy resource. So the next resource of natural resource is an energy. So it is in form of renewable energy which the environmental friendly and natural replenish. Like the solar energy which captures the sun and use the photovoltaic cells, and wind turbines harshness of the winds for electricity, and hydropower which uses the flow of water to generate energy, and biomass which utilizes the organic bases. So these are the sources which reduces the greenhouse gas emission and depend on fossil fuels and play a vital role in mitigating climate change. So this is about energy resource, and in the coming slides we can see about renewable resources and also how the energy can be utilized. Now comes about the land resource. So land resource supports agriculture, forest, infrastructure and biodiversity. So this resource which provides a place for human settlement and economic activities. So misuse of these resources like deforestation, overgrazing and urban sprawl which leads to destroy and loss of fertility and biodiversity. So the land uses in planning and soil conservation technique or the legal policies so to sustain land management. So we'll be seeing in detail about the importance and also how the land resources can be taken forward as a natural resource. So we all came into the conclusion of the first topic, like different types of natural resources. So natural resources are finite, but it is crucial for survival and development. The human exploitation can endanger many of them, like threatening of life and ecosystem. It is our responsibility to conserve all these and use judicially and restore them, and to educate technology and policy, and also we have to include all the community action. So the sustainable begins with awareness. Let all stand together of the planet for a better future. So here we are going to end the first topic as different types of natural resources. So this is the reference book, the textbooks and the reference. You can further see the information which you want to know about natural resources. Stay tuned for the next video like land resources and forest resources.